Plastic, they're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, white 25. Don't get nervous.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
21.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, white.
On third down, Smith. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Play action. It's Ryan. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
39.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. He's going to get this to Austin. Complete. 22 yards there. A 1st down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Black 26. Ready. Kill. White. Let's go.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now, Winston. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait. Check three. Here we go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Ready. White 25. 52. We got it. 36. Green 17.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Stop your whining.
Jameis to throw it. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To the air again with Winston. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 2, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Clean, 52. Here we go. Check 52's the mic.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Break. 50, Mike's 50. I got him. Hey. Mike 50.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Ito Smith. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ready, get ready. At 25.
First down.
I don't think you got it, sir.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
All right, 25 tonight.
Play action, Ryan. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
Throwing again, Ryan. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ryan now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go, go. Ready, go.
Now Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
To throw again on second down. Ryan flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go, go.
56. Mike's 56. Are you getting a headache? Are you getting a headache?
Take 4, take 4.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Fight.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And again, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check 20. Check. 52's the mic, boys, 52. Watch the run.
Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 51 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Smith trying to run for it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mike's 50. Yo.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here's Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here, as they have some options on 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
51, sub!
Check 31, check 31.
Recon, 132 fighter.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a dump off here complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was
and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 50.
This is Smith. Room past the 20. And he cuts it back right. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 81 yards.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Wait. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, wahoo. Hey, great players, great players, great players. 50. Exit, exit.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan, and it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Throwing, Winston, and it's complete. Henry, a 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Winston. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Chargers.
From the red zone now, Winston. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike, 45.
Let's go. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Chubb, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. attack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is complete. It's Allen. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
At the 4-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.